Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Ethan Fedema here today, and we are going to continue off with What If Deku Stayed Quirkless. Now, before we get into that, I have to say thanks to Anime King and Dark Arrow, I'm not sure if that's how you say it, for telling me that the second girl that Deku saved was the frog girl, Asui, and thank you. And now we're going to get on to where we get from now is when Deku and the whole Class 1A get called to do their quirk test by Aizawa. And they get to the field, and Aizawa's like, okay, we're going to do a quirk test. Now the person who came first in the practical exam come forward, and Deku he stands forward. He comes forward, and they're like, "Oh, it was him." And Bakugo was like, "This damn quirkless nerd," and he just starts getting angry at Midoriya. And Aizawa was like, "Here, throw this as far as you can. You can use quirks." Sorry, you can't use yours because you don't have one. And he was being like very like not very, but like a little. He was very passive aggressive to Deku because he thinks that he's like he's quirkless. He doesn't even deserve to be here. And while Aizawa was saying that, he's like takes off his gym clothes. He takes off his shirt and they see an undershirt and they're like, "What is that?" No, actually no, he doesn't do it. Forget that. He lifts or he just they see like these things on his wrists and then they're like, "What is that?" And he slips it off and drops it. Kind of like how Rock Lee in Naruto did it with his ankle things. He just goes, takes them both off and just drops them and poof, dust everywhere. They're like, what were those? And he was like, oh, those were weighted clothing. They were weighted wristbands. And everyone's like, how much did they weigh? And Deku was like, they're about 950 kilograms each. And everyone's like, like how they do an anime with a jaws drop. And Bakugo was like, this. Ugh! Like, he starts getting angry. And he starts to take off, and they're like, what? And they see, like, the scars on his, all over his torso. He takes his weighted clothing off and just throws it on the ground. And they see all the scars, and everyone's like, what did you. This kid. What did he go through? And then Kirishima's like, oh, that's so manly. And Aizawa was like, this kid, he's interesting. And he does his smile like he did in the anime. How he's like, whoa, this kid's interesting. And he puts it back on and he goes on to one knee, lifts up his pants, and they see more. They're like, oh, come on. And he drops it. And they're like, okay, what's up with this kid? And they get two throws. Aizawa was like, you get two throws for this test. And Deku grabs one and he throws it like a half strength that everyone thinks is full strength, and he just goes, yeet! And throws it and gets about, let's say, the same amount he got in Canada, which was just a few ticks behind Bakugo. And Bakugo was like, this, oh, come on, why does he keep getting stronger? And Deku was like, we get two, yeah? And Aizawa was like, well, yeah, I did say that. And it's like, do I go all out now? And everyone was like, you didn't go out! And Deku was like, no. And Aizawa looked at him and is like, you didn't go all out when we, in your practical exam. Sorry, I'm stuttering a lot. And Deku was just like, no. And like with a straight face, he just basically goes, no. And he throws this ball so hard. He gets, let's just say, 960 meters. yeah, 960 meters. And everyone's just like, shit. Like, they don't say that because they would probably be told off by the teacher, but they all said that in their mind, including Ida. He was like, shit. And then Isaiah was like, okay, we're going to do the others now. And then everyone does their bowl throw, and the bowl throw is the first thing instead of like the last one in canon. So the bowl throw is the first test that they did, and obviously Uraraka got infinity because that quirk is bull. And they're like, "Whoa, infinity! What? That's insane!" And Deku was just like, "Damn it, I'm second." And Uraka goes up to Deku and she's like a little bit blushy but smiling. She's like, "You see that? I did it. I got higher than you." And Deku was just like, "Yeah, whatever," and just walks off to do the 50-meter dash. And Aizawa puts Bakugo, Deku, and Ida and Todoroki. Actually, no, forget Todoroki. So it's just Bakugo, Deku, and Ida. They're all three in their lanes, and they're like, ready, go. And just like as soon as you hear go, Deku just went, pew, and like stopped. And this thing says, zero point 0.1 seconds. And then I, I think Ida would come second because I think he got 2 seconds. I think Bakugo got 7 seconds. I'm not sure. Tell me how long it took Bakugo to get from point A to B in the comments. And then Deku gets first in that. In strength test, Deku gets first, and Shoji gets. I'm not sure if that's his name, but the quintuple arm dude, he gets second, and side to side jumps, Deku comes first. All of them he comes first in except the ball throw, and everyone's like, Deku, or they go, Midoriya, you're so strong. And they're like, "Are you sure?" And Aizawa, like, he didn't say that you're quirkless to everyone else, but he said it to Midoriya, and everyone goes up to him. Like, the only two before then was Aizawa, All Might, and Bakugo. So everyone in Class 1A comes up to Deku. They're like, "You're so strong. What is your quirk?" And Deku just looks at them and goes, I am quirkless." And they're like, what? And then let's just say, uh, okay, I'm going to do a test with you guys. Should I have a ship with Deku, like Deku X Uraraka X Invisible Girl or whatever? Choose one out of all the Class 1A girls, and I will make that happen. But like some of the girls were like, he looks familiar. You're that kid from 10 months ago, or just about a year ago, right? And, like, you're the quirkless kid on the news. And everyone goes, you're him? And Deku looks completely different now. He has, like, longer hair, like, longer than mine. And he has it in his thing, and then he's just like, yeah, that was me. And they're like, what? And they all keep stuttering, and then Isaiah was like, okay, back to class. And I think this happens on the same day. I'm not sure if this is like a day after, but we get to the heroes versus villains test. And everyone's just sitting and talking to each other. Some of the girls are like crushing on Deku, like Uraraka, Froppy, and anyone else you guys want me to ship with. And all they hear is like they feel like the things like the classroom shaking. They're like, "What's going on?" And then bang! I am here. It is me, All Might, and we are going to do a test. And everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's actually All Might. He's got to be our teacher for this year." And they're all getting excited in that. And then they go out to the testing area, and same teams as last time. And actually, no, they all come into the testing area to do their test. And in their hero suits, all the hero suits are the same in canon except Deku's, and Deku's will be more like a ninja type of way. Like it's like half samurai and half ninja. And I'm not gonna make it like Stain's outfit like other people's have. I'm gonna make it. He's got like a katana or like a short sword, kind of like how Sasuke had on Naruto. He had like that blade like around here. He holds. He doesn't hold, but he's got like kunais on his leg, and he's got like a cloak and like a little ninja mask that just cover his eyes, and a sick ass headband, but it's not like the Naruto headbands. And he's got like stuff like that, and everyone turns around to see Deku's hero outfit, and they're like, "Oh, going with the ninja way." And Kirishima's like, "Oh, this guy is so manly. I want to be his friend." And this is where I'm going to leave it off for today, until next time. And please comment who other Deku should, like all the other girls that like they have a crush on Deku. Please tell me in the comments who you think they should be, because my what ifs are going to involve more of you guys for those who watch this. Just now, this is the end of the video. Subscribe, leave a like, turn on that notification bell. Stay golden.